Okay, so I'm so behind on this review of the finale of Love at the Lockup. However, a lot has been going on. I moved apartments. Moving was a nightmare, but then also more recently, I was banned from TikTok on my main account, which is a whole nother story.
That's sad.
It's horrible, but still I rise, and I'll be all right.
Oh my God.
Currently fighting that and waiting for the appeal results. But there is a lot to talk about with this finale, so let's jump right into it and wrap up with these couples. First, we got Will and Courtney. When I tell you they have been my favorite, and they, not even him, more so Courtney, because she just keeps it 100 and she keeps it real all the time, which is what I respect. Very few times, if any, during this whole series has any inmate really like kept it real with the person that they're dating and called them out on the delusion and gave them a reality check. She did that way before when she was like, who you expect, the Martha Stewart?
What did you expect when you went to a prison looking for girlfriends? Like, did you expect Martha Stewart?
So this season, her and Daniel, when he came clean with Bianca, well, not even came clean, but shed some truth on the reality to her.
Because I thought it'd be easier without parole to go to a halfway house.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's why I respect her and like her, but also she's funny too. When you look at it, what did you expect? Her trajectory from when she got out last season to now fully adds up. You did not know this girl, and the second she got out, you married her, wanted to do all this little freaky deaky stuff with her.
Barry ropes. Definitely gonna tie her fine ass up to this somehow. I haven't figured that out. 2 days from now, you're not gonna want to touch any of the surfaces in here.
I can't wait.
And then at the end of the season, she got locked back up because she has a problem. That's when you wanted to act like a parent and condone her, which you should not praise her for that. But these people, at the end of the day, need help. Straight out of jail or prison, especially for the years that most of these people serve, you come in and just trying to have fun and talking about let's get married and all this, that, and the other, and not really attending to their problem. That doesn't help at all. So of course they're going to relapse. Of course they're going to act out, and you can't be surprised. So for you to play this parent role when she got locked up, that's where everything started to spiral downwards, because at the end of the day, she's going to do what she want to do. And I haven't even dated her or talked to her personally, but I know she doesn't like people to tell her what to do. She's going to be wild and crazy. We need to, hone it in a little bit, the craziness, but that's just her, and you have to meet her where she's at. But he doesn't want to do that. So that really was the turning point. And when he wasn't there, we know Mark was there.
I'm here for you, okay? You have me.
Hiding in the shadows. So what did you expect, sir? What did you expect? And the only truthful thing that he said was in their final confessional together that he was desperate when he reached out to her initially, which we all knew that. You just confirmed it.
And I've been so naive. Why did I reach out to anyone on the website? I was just lonely, man.
We knew that for you and also for most of these other people too. And apparently you still are, because you are so pressed that another person dropped her off, which I said before, that could have been her Uber driver or whatever. Also, at the end of the day, y'all are not together. So you're so pressed that someone dropped her off that you're drunk and like, oh, well, I guess this is it. Like, she never loved me for her to move on so quick. Just because you can't find nobody, don't be mad at her. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I just chalk that up to the game. You're mad that I moved on already, so that ain't my problem.
Then you over here talking about we just screwed the other day.
The other day, I should have just had a beer and spanked my and went to bed, bro. This is crazy.
Which, if anything, that makes you look more desperate, knowing that y'all broke up, knowing how she is, and knowing how everything went. You still screwing her. Of course she gonna do it. And I'm sure you probably swiped the card for something else too. So it's like, I don't blame her. Use you. I really don't understand what you thought people would take away from that and how you would think people would side with you after sharing that. But hey, I know you were drunk because all the little shots and drinks that you had during that confessional. So I know your brain wasn't working. But it's like, sir, we still team Courtney, period. So now they are done, and hopefully this will be the last of them. But I would not mind seeing both of them next season because I love her trolling him. And I know they're not together. I saw online that allegedly she's pregnant, which if she is, congratulations. Hopefully this guy will be a good fit for her. I feel like the best person for her would be someone that lets her be wild and free, not in a criminal way. But she is young with her background and being a criminal and then getting locked up and everything like that. You just can't do a 180 right away. And I feel like her personality is just so vibrant and just so free. Hopefully this person can really match her and she can stay out of jail, raise her child, and I want to see her again. So hopefully she will be on next season with whoever the man is, and I'm sure if she does come back, Mark will make an appearance somehow.
I'm here for you, okay? You have me.
But the only question I need to know is if this divorce is final, because I know the wedding was official. Which is crazy. So I'm like, he deserves everything that comes to him for actually going through with a real wedding for this person, this criminal that he does not know. That's why I'm like, girl, you should have lawyered up and took some money from him too. Hopefully this relationship and her being a mom will shift into a positive direction. We shall see. Next we have Troy and Zaria, and I fear we will never get rid of them, which in the case of seeing Karen, hey, that's fine.
She's a psychopathic ass bitch.
But overall, I'm just so tired of them. This season alone, I've already said before, was so depressing and just so heavy that it's evident. I mean, all of the cast and everybody that comes on this show, period, needs some help. But he really needs some deep, deep help and therapy. With his family, with his mental health, with his traumas and all of that, to the point you need to do it off camera. Like, we don't need to see that. But the biggest issue that I have is with Zaria, and that is taking accountability. Even Karen, in that scene that they filmed at their house, although she was probably drunk, high, and or just being Karen, the point she was making was, I also don't really understand how they got to the past and their family history and all that stuff. But the point she was making to Zaria was, you should have stayed out of it, but if you weren't going to stay out of it, you should have encouraged him to try to reach out and make amends with his family, but you didn't.
How am I being nosy?
Because when it come to me and Troy and the way he feel about me, you should have told that mother straight up. Listen.
Didn't you just say that you don't want me to get in the middle? So
you
then,
know, I'm saying that
you just now you're
you
saying
should have got in the middle.
okay, but you don't know private conversations.
Okay, if you did, why the is this mother still acting crazy?
You can't say, don't get in the middle between me and your son, and then tell me that I should do something so that he's quote-unquote acting crazy. Troy is a grown
You need to
man.
mind your business. That's
Why?
what you need to do, because you really should have told Troy like this.
You don't know what I told Troy.
No,
You
no,
don't.
no.
And Zaria, per usual, just twisted and turned it to make herself innocent of like, well, you told me to just stay out of it. Girl, I don't want to dissect this whole family dynamic or his relationship with Karen, her problems in the past and all that stuff, because I really feel like he hasn't dissected it or really processed it or healed from it. But he just needs some real conversations, some real answers, and just some real accountability from the people around him. Mostly from his wife too. Every season, she tries to act as if she's so innocent and as if she's this victim or whatever, but it's like, girl, no. Not saying Yana and Karen are innocent, but you aren't either. Troy spends his entire time, every season, every episode, trying to provide for his kids, trying to be there for his kids, and trying to make make people make amends, but no one wants to. And even the people that try to somewhat come, Zaria somehow twisted, just like when you wanted to see your baby a couple of seasons ago and Zaria pulled up and even Yana was like, okay, well, why is she here?
I don't have a kid with your wife. I don't care to talk in front of nobody. I told you that. This is between me and you. Until me and you can build co-parenting stability, it can't be anybody else involved, Troy.
We're trying to fix things, and you know she is a problem, no matter what the reason is. We need to work on this, and then you can try to add her to the picture, but Zaria just sitting here.
I don't have a kid with your wife.
So it's like, girl, you are not helping. And even if you want to go with the story of, well, I'm not doing anything specifically or whatever, you still aren't helping. You are not helping the problem. You are just making things worse and then want to use that as, well, I'm just here. I'm just here. Why are you mad at me when they lash out at you? The main problem is Zaria. If she can take accountability for anything, I can list some things, but I would just say anything. I feel like that would be a step in the right direction and Troy can save his breath instead of trying to keep making the peace to really actually making some progress. But we all know that won't happen because I'm still not over when he went to visit his family because of his brother, and then when he called and told her to come down to the memorial, she made that conversation about her, just completely disregarded that and trying to start a fight.
Would you come out here and come be with me while I put my father to rest today? That would mean a lot to me.
So you get to run off, not include me, and then all of a sudden, now you want me to stop my plans to come to Buffalo.
I left you and came to Buffalo to see what's going on with my family overall, starting with my little brother.
And then when she ended up coming, she just makes it all about her and like, oh, well, I'm pregnant. Like, ooh. So I just cannot with this girl. Even how she went about it at the dinner table, she was saying, I don't want to tell anyone that I'm pregnant. I want to keep it to myself, which I'll respect that because I get a lot of people, especially early on, want to wait just to make sure they are carrying full term and the baby is healthy. I get that. But then when we fast forward 6 months later or whenever Karen pulled up, when you finally told her, we find out that his job threw a baby shower for him. Your whole family knows, but not his family because you're like, well, I don't want the stress. I don't want... That just goes to show how manipulative you are and how selfish you are and controlling you are in this relationship, and that's the main problem. If I was Karen or even Yana, I would be upset that you made him wait 6 months when you told your family they did whatever they wanted to do with that. His job did whatever he wanted to do with that. But then his own family, his own mother, his baby mama, who he's active with his child, didn't even know that she was pregnant or that he's about to have another baby. And you waiting to pretty much about the last 3 months to finally say something.
She's a psychopathic ass bitch.
All because you say they coming at you. Why? That's the question I want you to answer. Why are they coming at you? Why are you a victim in this situation? So true accountability needs to be had. I unfortunately do not foresee them being off the screen. So I would just take it as the positive. We will still see Karen, which I have been enjoying her TikTok. But I just, something got to change. Something got to change, especially if they do come back, because I don't want to see the same delusional victim thing. Something got to change. And that's why this season, their story was so dark and depressing, mostly from Troy, because he got a lot of real issues that he needs to get help with. And I will say most times I'm nosing like, let's see it on camera, but y'all need to do that and figure that out off camera, and then maybe I can come back. But she had the baby, I think. I've been seeing the little maternity shoot photos and stuff like that, which I knew she was going to be quick to do. But y'all go on, have your family. Hopefully this is what you wanted, because you wanted to have a baby with him and make that his main priority so he doesn't have to have that with just Yana. I feel like that was a jealousy move, which I'm sure, hey, that's your man, so y'all want a baby, period. But I feel like there were motives behind it. That's my opinion. Y'all go on and be married, but I will be looking just for Karen.
She's a psychopathic ass bitch.
Now back to our scammers, Michael and Justine, aka a complete waste of a storyline this entire season. When I tell you, I fully do not understand why they decided to include them in this season. I could have told y'all from the beginning, no, because from the first episode where y'all were stuck in that kitchen, that dirty kitchen, every episode talking delusions, I knew y'all didn't have nothing to talk about. Y'all over here making up storylines from your your daughter got into a fight at school. Okay, why are you talking about that for episodes and making that a thing? Then we get to this delusional $60,000 wedding that you want.
Another wedding. She wants a $60,000 wedding, man.
Which we knew from the beginning you could not afford. And then this scam business that he tried to do.
We are talking about $100,000 here, bro.
But I don't want it to come out of the wedding budget.
Would you guys be willing to, like, postpone the wedding?
Yeah.
Me and my wedding will go elsewhere.
Barbershop or whatever, which we also knew wasn't going to happen. All to get to the finale, and boom, you just saying, baby, there's no plane.
Baby, there's no plane.
Baby, there is no money in the bank account.
We can't do this wedding.
You're still on top of this budget thing?
There is no budget.
You mean we have no money?
And she couldn't even act surprised because she knew, we knew, he knew, she knew. Y'all broke. Y'all ain't got no, well, y'all have to have some money to take care of all those kids. But we know there isn't $60,000 for a wedding sitting in y'all bank account. And from the scams that he described that y'all used to do in the first episode, I knew that wasn't going to happen. And if it did happen, one or both of y'all will be behind bars. Why were y'all here? We did not need to see any of that. We predicted the outcome, and for y'all to just come up at the end and say, oh, well, I guess there won't be no wedding. And then you kissing, going to the Broadway show that y'all couldn't get a refund from.
Let's just go. I already got the tickets for the show, so let's at least try to salvage that money.
Talking about, well, there's always next year, aka next season.
What's stopping us from having a wedding next year?
Yes.
No, we do not want to see it. Don't waste our time with it. If y'all do want to pull it off, do it on YouTube, because y'all not about to scam us for another season. I do not want to see it. Stay on YouTube with y'all music videos.
I'm the one you can't ignore. You should get acquainted with this bitch. You think you hate me now, but you gon' hate it when I'm rich.
And y'all can do a wedding over there because y'all are just wasting time. There is nothing else for y'all to talk about. She is still having the issue with accountability, just like Zaria, when it comes to her mama, because your mama just keeps it real with you and tell you pretty much, hello, you keep wanting to have all these kids when you got health problems, money problems. You mad at her for telling you the truth, which in the end, she was right. So I hope this is the last that we see of them on here. Again, if y'all want to do a little wedding special, do it on YouTube. Do it on YouTube Premium. Scam and charge some people to watch it. I'm sure it'll get reposted elsewhere, but go and do what y'all got to do, but off the show, because y'all just scammed us for a full season of nothing. So Bianca and Daniel, apparently their last episode was a couple weeks ago with the dinner scene where he ran her down.
We're not it, sweetie.
Which I already gave my thoughts on that, but we get one final update at the end of the finale. Bianca, we already knew, went back to Florida, which good for you, girl, going back to your roots. And then Daniel is apparently in a sober living facility, which good for him, because I feel like that's what he needs and that's the support that he needs. From what we've seen, it looks as if he was making strides to do what's right as far as joining the gym that helps with addiction, getting a job, getting a car, all those things. But then got cuckoo Bianca over here that's just driving him, no pun intended, to drink. So that's why I'm always defending Daniel over her. Not saying Daniel is in it, because Daniel is not perfect by far. Cordell is not perfect by far, but he is an inmate. And he has problems and he needs the help just like anybody. And I feel like he was getting the help but not getting the support from his girlfriend, who just straight from the beginning was all about just marry me, like I got this money, XYZ, I'm gonna drink and get drunk and all this.
Have fun, I want to have drinks, maybe get drunk every once in a while. And it really just seems like that's a hard no for him. He can be a bit overbearing and it feels a little controlling. I don't know, I just wish I was in like a normal relationship.
Those were your main priorities. And I did a video breakdown about her history and leading up to that and how she has not been supportive from the very beginning. She moved on and she is pregnant by her new man, which, hey, good for you. A follower reached out and showed me that apparently I'm blocked by Bianca. Which is like, girl, I don't even care. I don't even care because I don't want to get any updates from you. And I know there are no updates to get from you. I did end up seeing the video that you posted where I was tagged in. That's where you said, you know, well, he's blah, blah, blah. You call yourself telling all and answering all the questions. Girl, you ain't answer a single question that people really want to know. You over here talking about your parents, which, I mean, hey, you can add context for that, but don't nobody care about that. You know the real questions we want to know the answers to, but you didn't want to answer that. And when you did finally touch on the main question that I'm sure everyone is asking, which is how much you got from the settlement, you talking about, well, I'm not going to say, I'm not.
A very popular question is, how much did I get from my settlement? And I am never going to share this because I just feel like it's no one's business.
Girl, then why are you wasting our time? Then she has the audacity to say, you know, the tea at the end is his friend Gator. When we were sitting here, he was talking about how he just loves to drink and drive. And
I'm about to call Gator out. Don't care. Something they cut out was the fact that he was drunk in the first scene that we filmed, and he had actually driven there. And he had a suspended license, I think, because he was in jail for a DUI. And cut out a lot about him talking about he feels like he needs to drink and drive and like all this. I was very upset about that. I was mainly really upset because he's just a prick.
And she has the nerve to be in the comments where someone was like, how could he with your accident? She's like, oh yes, like, you know, that was triggering for me or whatever. It clearly wasn't triggering enough because when his parents were around, you were taking all those shots and getting drunk, but then also you said verbatim that you are good to drive. You slurred your words and told his mom, oh, I'm good to drive.
I think I'm fine to drive, but that's
No, I'm gonna drive. She almost died from her friend drinking and driving. I just don't understand.
I think that'd be motivation.
I'm just really surprised.
So it's like you just make yourself look crazy because there is no accountability. And that's why when it comes down to Daniel or Bianca, I will always choose Daniel because at least from what we see on TV, not saying this is him, but from what we see on TV, he is at least trying to make strides, but there is but so much that a former inmate can do and someone with a problem can do. And it's clear he has a drinking problem and you knew that, which is why you sought him out and from there ruined his life. And I'm not saying you 100% did that and putting all the blame on you because he is a grown man and, you know, can be accountable for his own actions. But girl, you did not have a positive role in that. For someone to be in a relationship, you're supposed to meet each other in the middle, but especially someone that you have a relationship with that was in prison or jail for a drinking problem and knowing what you went through.
She almost died from her friend drinking and driving.
I think that'd be motivation.
I'm just really surprised.
For you to do this is just reckless, no pun intended. So girl, good luck to you and your new relationship and your baby or whatever. I won't be seeing the updates, I guess, because I'm blocked, but from what I see, the little updates on social media, because he doesn't really post like that, from Daniel, it looks like he's at least content. I haven't seen anything that he went back to jail yet. Hopefully not, but I wish him all the best and I hope that he can be surrounded either by his family and or if he does get another partner, someone that can really be there for him in that support system until he gets on his feet and can be the man that he needs to be. As for her, girl,
You're not it, sweetie.
So on to Kiana, Deandri, and Joella. We went through a whole season of all this back and forth and legal drama without talking face to face to finally Joella pulls up, not even in like a private, you know, baddies, but in a public diner of saying, hey, let's come and talk it out like grown women. And Deandri also was going to come too, but scaredy cat Kiana did not want to pull up. And of course, Deandri is on her side too of like, well, we don't need to go. We don't need.
I'm not going, you not going, we not going, nobody's going. I said what I said.
If you don't want to go, baby, you don't got to go. I got you.
I appreciate it.
What would be the problem of you going, Kiana, to clear your name and to talk to her face to face like a woman if you were innocent? What would be the problem with that? And Deandri's going to be there with you. So if you're really innocent and you know that's your man, you should be able to state your case, have him be there to support you, and y'all can find some resolution. Also, Deandri, what would be the problem of you trying to make peace with this situation? Because whether you like it or not, Joella is the mother of your kids. kids, so you're gonna have to communicate with her some kind of way for the rest of their lives at least. So for you to not want to have this resolved, and also at the end of the day, like all that aside, you're on a TV show, this is the finale, so you getting paid to do this, so you might as well show up and state your case. If you want to still argue and fight, give us that on TV. If you too scared to throw hands, then hey, get up and walk away. Y'all look crazy trying to run away when she's just trying to have a conversation. The real reason why, for Kiana, allegedly, I still feel like she did it or had something to do with it. But with the Modric, he definitely didn't want to show up there because he doesn't want to be called out on the receipts that Joella had, which she showed in the confessionals.
D always trying to. He just sent me a text message this morning. So he asked me if I wanted him to with me. And I told him, yeah, because I'm not your side bitch. I'm not about to be on the side of no bitch.
On one hand, he's wrong for that. But then on the other hand, it's like, girl, you just need to stop entertaining him. The best advice I can give is to listen to your grandma, who gave the advice of he's not innocent, but also you aren't innocent too, because you need to cut that off. Like, even if he wants to cheat on her or whatever, if you want to say, well, this is proof or whatever, don't worry about that. Let them live in delusion by themselves.
You gotta let him go. When you let him go, you're gonna let the relationship go. I know that's gonna be hard if you got feelings for somebody. He wanna play games, he wanna play with you, but he wanna be with her.
You focus on you and you do what you know is right. Their karma is going to come once again, because she already got that warrant out for her.
You do actually have an active warrant for your arrest right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
My name?
But it's like their karma is going to come. Joella was like, I had a couple of sips of this little drink. They didn't want to pull up. So guess what? I'm going to pull up mid-interview and...
The black love is still there.
Who is that?
I don't know.
Can I talk to you over here?
I'm not talking about this on camera. Like, this ain't even resolved just yet. It's ridiculous.
Like, this is childish. This is very petty.
This is insane to me.
You created the drama, so you gotta fix it.
Leave me the alone.
Although she wasn't on that time, allegedly. I didn't think. But then again, Kiana just scared, doesn't want to film on camera during that, and then doesn't want to talk to her at all either, so Joella ends up leaving. And it's like, Kiana really looked like a guilty fool. Why are you so scared to talk to her? You are a grown woman. You mean to tell me, especially a serious case of there's a warrant out for your arrest?
You do actually have an active warrant for your arrest right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
My name?
A serious warrant out for your arrest. So you can't sit down and talk to her if she's trying to have a conversation. Even if I was going to delusionally be on your side and be like, well, she's lied, she did this and that. Why wouldn't you try to sit and mediate with her or try to have a conversation with her? Especially if the investigator or whatever told you that she said she's willing to drop the charges if you can sit down and have a one-on-one with her. Do you want to do jail time? Like your man? I guess so. I don't think or feel like we should see them next season, because clearly we see Deandri and Kiana are two little scaredy cats and don't want to confront their issues and don't want to really deal with what's going on. So you wasting our time as viewers, but also their time as production. So go on the chopping block with Michael and Justine. And finally, we get to Brooke and JK. When I tell you, both of them have worked mine, Kathy, and Big Sexy's nerves this entire season.
Hold on. She's here.
Who?
The main bitch.
That's my day.
I'm so tired of them. And it's not just her, it's him too. Both of y'all. But she kills me every episode trying to talk like she's this big mafia boss.
What's that?
What the do you think it is?
That's the results?
Yeah.
Can I see them?
No.
And got the nerve to come bring her ghetto mess to Kathy's quiet neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm not happy about Brooke bringing the drama here. I live in a quiet neighborhood. You're gonna be coming over here with that. You don't need to come over no more.
And not only that, she calls herself Smacking JK.
And you're the reason I'm the whole time.
You do, for real. You.
Girl, where was that energy when you were in the alley of the taco shop getting that bop bop by Alex?
You're
Oh, okay. She stays pulling up to Kathy's house, bringing drama and mess when she could be taking care of her kids or doing her door dashes to get some money to take care of her kids and get a roof over her head.
Have a good day. Nowhere did I ever dream that I was gonna be 32 years old delivering food
For her kids. Yet she wants to fight well, not fight this because we know she can't fight. But she wants to continue to beat this dead, well, not beat because we know she's the one that got pop out. But she wants to stay arguing with him over Alex. It's like, girl, if you got a problem with her, pull up. Do you want round 2? If you do, then talk to her, but we know how that's gonna go. Or just leave it alone, which we also know you can't do because you so bored. You just love chaos and you love to feel like you this gangster or somebody people should be scared of. Girl, Alice acted on behalf of the whole world, showing you that you ain't nobody to be scared of.
You are not it, sweetie.
But finally, since you are now done with JK, you finally film some scenes with your kids. We finally see you being a mother, but even then, you bribing them with ice cream to get them to trash talk JK.
It does suck having another guy come into mine and my kids' lives, promise that he's gonna play these roles, and then just literally do nothing he said he was gonna do.
Like, girl, that's why I'm like, you need something to do. You need something to do beyond this show because you need to take care of your kids. And this show seems like a distraction and he seems like a distraction. But I also feel like that's just you. From the beginning, when he was still locked up, you saying you want this prisoner who you do not know to be a role model for your kids. And now they over here in the ice cream shop reciting their lines better than Michael Plath.
I promise this will be painless. I'd hate to hear your painful questions.
That you told them about JK and then want to sit here and be like, oh my God, how did they know that? I never said that.
Me and JK broke up. What? Actually, how does that make y'all feel?
He doesn't deserve you. I feel like you're too good for him.
Yep. Thank you.
He's a drug addict. You're not. Yeah.
I am surprised with the boys saying that JK's a drug addict. Like, I don't tell them these things, but they're at the age now to where they understand what's going on in life. They see through the bull.
Really? Really? Then she goes on to say, it's going to take someone for me to be married with for like 6 years or whatever.
Me and the next guy, look, we're gonna have to be married for 5 years before you meet my kids.
And then boom, the next scene, you call yourself moving with your kids and taking a phone call from another prisoner with your kids in the car.
This is a prepaid select call from an inmate at the correctional facility.
Hello? Hi. Oh, yeah?
You clearly didn't learn your lesson. But all I know is that WeTV, whoever, don't bring her back. We do not want to see her back next season. We can do without her. Let's see if she can fully take care of her kids, because I know her mom isn't in that new city, at least not yet. I don't know. But let's see if she can take care of her kids without cameras rolling with this prisoner. Let's see that happen, because we don't want to see you. If anything, I will allow JK back, only because I want to see Kathy and Big Sexy. So I will allow him back, but that's it. You trying to date this prisoner to be on the next season? You can link up with Justine and Michael and y'all can do a little YouTube special and get y'all views over there. We don't want to see it over here. We do get an update and Alex had the baby, but we still don't know the paternity of it and if the baby's JK. I also haven't really seen anything online, so hopefully they saving that for the next season to where if they come back, it'll be JK and Alex not together, because I know she's done with him, but we can at least see more of her and maybe she can explain the bop bop. And then also on JK's side, we can at least see Kathy and Bit Sexy again, checking him. So that's the finale. It's been a crazy season. Oh, I also forgot about our stiletto wearing felon.
Y'all look good for a possible mugshot. I'm a stiletto wearing felon.
In that last episode, they did their little renewal ceremony and they are together. I do hope we still see more from our stiletto wearing felon. I know her book is out, which honestly, I do want to get. I do want to get and read. This is not a paid collaboration because I haven't talked to her. But honestly, I will collab with the stiletto wearing felon. She won't be getting my card information, but I would collab with her and support her book with a prepaid gift card. Let me stop. Her book comes out soon, so I will be reading and I will report back. Other than that, that's been the season. They normally come out quick with the next one. Quick as in maybe like a couple of months. So I'm sure we'll get another Love, Life, During, After, Before, Lockup. Something involving prisoners and some delusional people that are dating them. Which is what we look for. So when that comes, I will be reporting back live. Again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel here. I will be trying to do more videos and more recaps on shows that I watch. I just did Seeking Sister Wives, Little Women Atlanta as a rewatch, and 90 Day Fiance UK, which I do want to do a recap. The full episodes of those are on my Patreon, which is linked below. But I also do post the reactions on my TikTok, which right now I'm still trying to get my main account back. But regardless of that, you can follow my backup account, which is Julian Hagen's backup, for recaps as well, especially while that one is down for now. Let me know your thoughts on this season overall, who you would want to see back and who you wouldn't want to see back. Hopefully it aligns with what I said before. I'm just lying. But also let me know any other shows that you want me to watch and or recap, because I'm always open to that and want to do more videos, but make sure it's like things that you guys want to see as well. YouTube is a little more work. That's why I want to make sure it's very personalized to what you guys want to see. So if you are enjoying this, let me know. If you want other ones, let me know. If you hate it, also let me know. You may get deleted. Let me stop. I'm not Bianca. All right, hopefully you guys have a great weekend and a great start to next week.